Welcome to YouTube channel, Football Brain, one of the best places where you get a lot of information concerning sports, football in general, and other news. And one of the things we have, or one of the news we have on our table here is concerning Manchester United to transfer, or might have been given transfer boost as a deal for world-class striker confirmed. How it started. They told that Manchester United we are always going to need to sign a centre forward this summer after finishing the 2023-24 season with one goals difference. Then inexplicably only made one addition to the attacking lines with Joshua Dikeze arriving from Borogina, yes, it's called Boronga, sorry. They tell you that, yeah. Hello, football fans. Welcome to a YouTube channel, one of the best places where you get a lot of information concerning sports and other football, any news in general. Football, we call it transfer news and other news. So today, I want to give you news concerning Marcus Rashford to Tottenham. Manchester United transfer boost as a new strike shock emerges. They tell you that Manchester United returns to pre-season training on Monday as they prepare for usage season under Ruben Amorim. The Reds endure a disastrous 2024-2025 campaign, finishing in 15th in the Premier League with a goal difference of -10. The club has no far all made one major signing. In Matthews and CUNHA, we saw there is a sign of Diego Rion from there, but he all made one major sign in Matthews CUNHA from Wolverhampton Wanderers this summer, while they continue to pursue Brentford's Brian Mbeumo. There is a growing frustration among United fans due to the lack of sales and only one new player joining the squad. However, there is still ample time for the Reds to bring in new players before the first competitive match in the 25-26 season. Campaigns United season begin at home against Arsenal on August 17th. Yeah, we don't know that how it was. We told you that here are some of the latest stories about United this summer. Along, I think we will give you that information. But the Tottenham claims Football Finance expect Danny Proms has claimed that Tottenham Hotspurs could finance a move for United's Marcus Rashford this summer. You would anticipate his wage demand would be pledged high, he said via Tottenham News. If you look at that in the context of Spurs, that's not necessarily an issue for them on wages, a turnover position, because there's as historically been lower than 50% in the last few seasons. So if you look at wages to turnover, headrooms and obvious lapping that into UEFA and squad cost, it's plausible. The bigger question is, again with Spurs, how much in wages demand, what does he wants, and you have got factor that into that long-term contract position before you have seen engaged on fees. It's one of those where Spurs could afford. It is the long terms, and they are going to have a Champions League man as well as to boost that is the season that we're coming into. But it's whether or not they really want to outright a significant amounts of wages on that kinds of player, and then the fee over the top. There is somebody called Isaac Sorens, Theruchan of Manchester. Even news, it feels inevitable that Rashford will leave United this summer, whether that is on a permanent deal or another loan move. Ideal, he will go abroad, so the Red Devils will avoid the potential embarrassment of him coming back to Tottenham. However, Premier League clubs are more likely to be able to afford him, so he can stay in England. It can be load out. David Shock, journalist Gremens Bale has claimed there was the shock United did not make a move for strike Jonathan David before he joined Juventus on a fee transfer this summer. He said, I quote, "I've just this with his people, and I can confirm they've been shocked by the lack of significant talks with most Premier League clubs, including United." He told United's In Focus. Yes, David, who is joining Juventus now, was asking for substantial wages substantial wage packets, but he was on a free transfer. Personal, I believe that the David situation reminds me on Marcus Thuram, similar situation where he was available on free transfer, but the Premier League clubs were moved. But then he went to Italy, and it was a huge success. And we see teams even now being linked with him for more than 50 or 60 pound million. I think the same will be true of David.